Do not pay too much attention to the mess you're going to see it here. My wood shop is 12 by 24. It's kind of small. I just got a whole handful of tools, so I have no organization yet. But anyhow, I got a little bit of organization, but not much. But anyway, I just started getting into woodworking. I always liked doing woodworking with my grandfather, so I thought I'd continue the tradition. So I've got about 10 tabletop tools. As you can see, there is not enough room in here to make 10 tabletops, so I've decided to make a flip top tool stand. And this is my first one. This is like the prototype. I am certainly no woodworker or carpenter yet, but I will get there with these tools' help. So I built this flip top tool table. See if I can't rest this camera down somewhere. I doubt it. So this is going to be kind of a shaky video. So this is my first one I built. Took me a little while to think of how I was going to do this, and I looked at a lot of videos on YouTube to get the idea. So I combined a bunch of ideas and made my own idea. So basically I got two pieces of plywood sandwiched together here. Make the tabletop. I just mounted these tools. I've got to take them off there and finish this thing because I think it'll be a lot more durable with a finish on it. My locking system is just knobs through to threaded inserts. Works pretty well. Everybody else's videos had certain cams and everything cut out of there, and I was going to cut grooves in with a router. Once again, not too familiar with the benefits of a router yet. I tried over here. That did not work out too well, so I had to putty that. But it is what it is. But so I've got threaded cams inside here. I've got one in the top here, one in the top here, same on the other opposite side over there. So you just unthread this knob, and I just kind of leave it sitting in there like that. My axle is a 1/2 inch or 7/16, I believe that's 7/16 piece of steel rod. Before I glued these two pieces of plywood together, I took the router and routed a rounded 1/2 inch groove in each piece, and then glued it together, slid the rod through. It worked pretty well. The only thing I ran into is, I don't know if you can really see this or not, I'm sure you can. I wasn't square with my center. So my board kind of is flush in the back, but it is not in the front. And then when you flip it over, it's completely opposite on the other side. But that's all right. It's a shame that it's a woodworking table and it's not square. But like I said, it's my first one, prototype. I'm not too familiar with woodworking yet. Got the basics, but still working on it. Sorry, my finger's in the way. Didn't realize that. So I'm going to take this other one out. The tool is pretty well balanced. Or I should say the table is pretty well balanced. Basically these knobs, I bought these on Amazon. I had different plans, so I had bought knobs with just a threaded insert in them. And then I decided to change my plan, and I went and just bought 2-inch or 2.5 inch stainless Phillips heads. I Gorilla Glued them in there, but Gorilla Glue is crap evidently, and it won't even hold it together. So I'm going to put some thread lock on that, I guess. So this is the back of the tool stand. I'll move that mallet out of the way. Like I say, do not mind the mess in the background. So if I could prop this camera up, that would be excellent. This is going to be a very poor video. But so this is pretty well balanced. Once you get it to the middle part, it kind of wants to just very lightly go unbalanced. But there it is without even locking it in place. There's the drum sander on top. I did have to make a drawer. I'm going to make 5 of these tables, I believe. they're going to be, I think I'm going to make 2 this width, which is 24-inch tabletop. I'm going to make 3 of them that are 36 or 34-inch because I've got the joiner, router station, lathe. I got a scroll saw, band saw, a drum sander, or not a drum sander, sorry, a belt sander and disc sander. I've got a grinder. I've got a mortiser. So I've got to make a couple of the tables longer, which is fine. Some of them are taller, so I will not be able to put a drawer in it. The drum sander has a bunch of accessories that fit down in these holes, you know, the different drums and different slots to go around the drums. So I just built a drawer into this one. Once again, I am no drawer maker either, but, you know, with trial and error, it worked out all right. It's a little tight, but better than a little loose. But that's the basics of it. I mean, I used pocket holes on everything. Just started using Craig Joiner pocket hole joiner kit. That's really nice. I do like that. Flip it over one more time for you. Now that planer is a 2-handed tool. I mean, it takes 2 hands to pick it up, basically, is how heavy it is. So, tells you how heavy that is. And then that's relatively light. It's all plastic housing on that, pretty much, except for the internal parts. Still hook up a shop vac to it. Not sure what I'm going to do for my dust collection yet, but I've got all that too. I had a friend who was no longer doing woodworking, and he sold me everything. I mean, all these boxes, all these bags, all that is accessories. I mean, tons of Rockwell accessories, clamps, you name it. I've got probably 45 clamps now, so it's going to be a great shop once I get it all straightened out, but it's taking some time. It's hard to do when you got a job, you know what I mean? Well, thanks for watching. Comment any ideas or, you know, changes you think I should make to this. This is the first one. I'm going to be making several. So if you got any ideas that might make the next ones easier, let me know. Thanks for watching.